Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jim Simmons with Smoking Simmons Barbecue, and today is episode 2 of my kitchen series because still haven't gotten clearance to walk yet on my foot. So I figured, what's a really good dinner that my family truly loves? And it's a rustic baked chicken with a gravy that's made out of garlic and butter. 20 cloves of garlic. Yes, you heard me right, 20 cloves. Now, if you're a garlic fan, you're going to love this dish. If you're afraid of it, don't be, because I'm not going to be mincing the garlic, I'm not going to be chopping it up, grating it. It's actually going to stay completely whole. And what we're going to do is actually brown this up so they'll turn into these little buttery nuggets of garlic. They're going to actually sweeten up a little bit, and it's going to turn this gravy for this rustic chicken, just make it magical. So I'm going to show you what we're working with, and let's go from there. Okay, as you can see here, we've got 4 huge chicken thighs. I actually thought I was getting 5 in the package, but for some reason, I guess one was doubled in size. So I've got 4 decent sized skin on, bone in chicken thighs, 20 beautiful cloves of garlic, got some flour, some white wine, some chicken broth, smoked paprika, actually regular paprika, I ran out of the smoke, salt, pepper, some oil, some butter, and some thyme. Now, it's very important that you spend the time to make fresh thyme. Otherwise, it's just, I mean, to me, it's the lazy way out. It just spend some time pulling it yourself and it'll be totally worth it. First thing what we're gonna do is actually season the chicken, and so let's get started. And by the way, I will be putting all the ingredients, the exact measurements in the description below. So let's get started. Okay, so before you season the chicken, you need to make sure that you take a paper towel and dry it off, just because you want the skin to get nice and crispy here on the next step. Obviously, we're gonna do the skin side after this. But now we're going to take some kosher salt and season them liberally. Like so. Did I miss anything? Any spots? If I did, tell me about it in the comments. All right, now we do the pepper. I'm actually using a little bit more of a coarse grind pepper. My mother-in-law actually showed me this. This is the butcher block black pepper. And it's just a little bit more coarse. And then lastly, for some color, a little bit of paprika. All right, I'm gonna flip them over. And this is the side you want to make sure it is very dry. It's okay if you got a little extra skin, because that will render down and add a little bit more goodness to that pan. Throw that away. All right, a little bit more salt. Now keep in mind, this is kosher salt. It's a larger crystal, so it's not table salt. So if you only have table salt, I'd go a little lighter with seasoning. But with kosher salt, because they're larger crystals, they don't cover as much surface area, so you can be a little bit more liberal with it. Pepper. Lastly, the paprika. And again, this just enhances the color a little bit. All right, we are all set. What we're gonna do now is take you over to the pan and get started there. All right, this is a brand new angle for the Smoking Simmons barbecue channel. Welcome to my kitchen. So as you can see, two things that needed to happen first. First, I am preheating my oven to 400 degrees. That way it's ready to go whenever this is ready to go in the oven. And the next thing, always give 2 test clicks. Now, I've already brought this up to about, I want to say about medium high, just enough to where you know that the moment we put the chicken in, it's gonna sizzle. So, and you can also see a little bit of shimmering in here. Best way to tell is put a little bit in there. See that? That's what we're looking for. So now we're gonna brown this side. All right, it's been about 3 minutes here. Take a look. Yeah, that's the color we're looking for. Okay, the next step is we're gonna take these out. Now obviously they're not done yet, but we at least got the crust that we're looking for. Now I'm gonna take the chicken out. I'm gonna reduce the heat down to a medium, and we're gonna start cooking the garlic. So stay tuned. Okay, pan cooled down a little bit. I've got it on medium low. Go ahead and put the garlic in. We're just going to be cooking the garlic for about 3 minutes until it starts to get browned up a little bit. Help it along by getting it a little oil coverage here. Also keep in mind that this is a cast aluminum pot or pan, not a non-stick. So if you have a non-stick, don't use metal tongs. If you got a metal pan, these tongs are this long. I'm gonna cook these down a little bit so they get brown. Be right back. All right, as you can see, they have browned up nicely. Now, yours may not take as long as mine, but for some reason, I've got like really large garlic cloves, so they took a little bit longer. But what you're looking for is a slight squish. If they're a little squishy, then they've done their job. The bigger ones, they will get a little bit more soft as we bake them. What we're gonna do now is add our flour. We're gonna stir this until it's combined. And then when the flour gets a little baked off, cooked off, then we'll add the chicken back. And I'm gonna cover it with aluminum foil, or if you have a Dutch oven, the lid works just fine. I'm fresh out of Dutch ovens that I'm able to put a lid on and put it in the oven anyway. And again, you just want to make sure that all of that flour is cooked around. Okay, what I'm going to do is make a couple little piles of garlic here. I can kind of place the chicken on and kind of squish it down a little bit. That'll help make the gravy afterwards. And just grabbing the chicken. Okay, now I'm going to wrap this up with aluminum foil, throw it in the oven, remember at 400 for about 15-20 minutes until the chicken thighs come out around 170 is the internal temperature we want, and then we'll start with the next step. Stay tuned. All right, took this out right around the 20-minute mark. I temp them, they're all about 180 or higher, which is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and take the chicken out of the pan, put it on the foil over there that we used to cover it. As you can see, some of the little cloves of garlic have smushed down completely, which is perfectly fine. Now, I'm going to bring the stove up to about a medium high, that was a little warm, a medium high temperature so we can deglaze the pan with the white wine. And I need a whisk. All that roasted garlic. Smells fantastic. Right now we're just cooking the wine off and getting all the little crusty bits off the bottom of the pan. Ooh, that's why you wear an apron, folks. I'm gonna cook this down a little bit and be right back. All right, it's been a couple minutes here. Went ahead and cooked it down a little bit. Took the temperature up a little bit more. Now we're going to add the chicken broth and the fresh thyme. Whisk that together and bring this up to a simmer until it starts thickening up a bit. And we're going to add the butter to it and then the chicken. So warm up the chicken and they're ready to serve as soon as this firms up a bit. Be right back. All right, I went ahead and added the butter when I got the gravy to the right consistency, and to me the gravy hits the right consistency when you can drag the spoon and still see a track, just like that. You don't want to burn it, but also season to taste. I went ahead and sampled this here. It didn't need any salt or any pepper. It was perfect. So now all we have to do is add the chicken back, get that warmed up again. Cover it with some foil. I'm destroying this chicken. There we go. Forget that piece of garlic right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cover this for about 5 minutes just to get everything back up to temperature, and we're gonna serve. Stay tuned. Y'all, the smells that are in my house are fantastic. I can't wait to dive in. You guys need to look at this. Now, let's go ahead and dive right in, shall we? Piece of the skin, some asparagus. Okay. Here it goes. Cheers. Holy cow. I swear you can bottle this gravy. It's just fantastic. Oh my gosh. All right, well, that's it, people. Let me tell you, it doesn't get any better than this. This is a carb-friendly meal, as you can see, but honestly, you top this gravy with mashed potatoes, some noodles, some rice. Oh man, just to soak up all the gravy, it's just fantastic. Me, on the other hand, put it over some asparagus, trying to be carb friendly. Anyway, hope you guys liked it. If you get a chance to try it out, leave a comment. Let me know if you tried it out. Let me know if you've had any other different versions or renditions. But make sure, if you like what you're watching, smash that like button, subscribe. Until then, until later, see you guys next time.